Once again, it's me. It's about 10 o'clock at night, but I just not interested in doing anything else but sitting down and sharing with you a song that I wrote several years ago, back when I was sharing the ministry at Fort Meade Baptist, First Baptist Church, as a minister of senior adults and music, and working a revival with my pastor, Brother Lynn Crouch. And we were sharing over at Rome Baptist Church, I believe it was, in Tampa, Florida, and had gone out after the morning worship and eaten lunch with the pastor and some of the members, and all of us had gone back to the parsonage afterwards, and some of the folks were watching a football game, and I was talking to the lady that did the music, children's music at the church there. But in my mind, over and over again, something Brother Lynn had said as he closed out the worship that morning there at that church. He said, "Come back tonight, folks, because I'm going to preach a sermon entitled The Shady Lady of Sychar." Well, I knew exactly what he was talking about, John chapter 4 and the woman at the well, but I'd never heard her called the Shady Lady of Sychar before, and it just kind of struck me funny. But that title sort of just kept rolling over in my head, even though we were doing different things. We were all sitting there in the living room, and the game was on, people were hollering, and me and the lady were talking about children's choir music, and I just grabbed a piece of paper and a pen and began to write. So I wrote while we were doing all these other things. I'm not a multitasker most of the time, but I just was writing as it came to me while I was talking. And then that night, as we went to church, got there a little bit early, and I just sat down at the keyboard and I said, "Lord, I need a tune to go with this," and He gave it to me. And so I shared it in the worship service that night, and it became one of Brother Lynn's favorite songs, and it's one of my favorites too. I like it. It's a nice, catchy tune, and wonderful testimony that the lady at Sychar presents through the Gospels there in the Gospel of John, and one that challenges you and me, I think, as well. If He's made a difference in our lives, He can make a difference in somebody else's if we'll share that good news. And that's why I'm here at Good News Baptist Church, sharing the good news with you tonight. So give a listen, and I pray that it'll be a blessing to your heart. She was the shady lady of Sychar, coming to the well at noon. And though she didn't know it, her life would change quite soon. For there she met the Master, and He confronted her with all that she had done. And the shady lady of Sychar found life in the light of God's Son. Shady lady, changed by the light of God's Son. No more shady, her new life had just begun. Now that lady told everyone the good news. Jesus made a difference in my life, and He can do the same for you. Now the village heard her witness. She proclaimed it loud and clear. She said, "Come drink the living water. The Messiah has come here. He'll change your life completely. He'll make you over anew. Jesus made a difference in my life, and He can do the same for you." Shady lady, changed by the light of God's Son. No more shady, her new life had just begun. Now that lady told everyone the good news. Jesus made a difference in her life, and He can do the same for you. Jesus made a difference in my life, and He can do the same for you. Amen. God bless you.